You know that feeling when you keep getting the itch for something more? Maybe it's starting your own business, launching a YouTube channel, or just starting a side hustle. But then the second you get started, you think, is it good enough? Who's going to listen? Who's going to care? In this video, I'm going to give you the exact exercise I used before taking a leap of faith, quitting my full-time job in finance, and starting my own small business. If you've ever had self-doubt creep in and have you question if you're making the right move, then this video is for you. So I was listening to a podcast and they brought up this perfect week exercise. I thought it was a great idea. I even thought about doing it myself for something else. And then I said, wait, I've already done this, right? When I was working in finance and considering quitting my job to open up a small gym, I actually teased out what my week would look like. I went hour by hour, day by day. I said, all right, you'll probably wake up and get to the gym early, clean it up, and coach the first class. Midday, work out on your own, private clients, clean the gym, work on like accounting, finance, ads, whatever, the running of the business, because I plan to do everything in the beginning. Bad idea. Anyway, so I planned out the whole day, and I thought of all the tasks that I would be doing, from cleaning to bookkeeping to coaching to running ads. And it gave me the clarity that I was going down the right path. No, owning a CrossFit gym is not my absolute dream job. Don't get me wrong. It's something that I love doing, and I would probably go back and do it again. But if you're going to give me $1 million, I'm probably going to do something a little different. Maybe in the same vein, but probably a little different. Nonetheless, when I mapped my week out, I thought, hey, these are all things I enjoy doing. I love fitness. I love CrossFit. I love helping people. So coaching classes and working with private clients was something I knew I would love. I also kind of love cleaning and working on a facility, right? I love painting the gym and making small upgrades and making the place my own. But what I didn't realize, what I loved more than CrossFit and the business of CrossFit, was the business, right? I loved opening a small business. I love owning a small business. I love doing all the things. I could talk about this stuff forever. Actually, I had a partner in the beginning and we opened together. He owned his own sort of business. And I noticed that my favorite conversations with him was when we geeked out on business stuff. It could be something mundane like how to deal with like a troubled employee, an employee causing troubles, right? I just love that stuff. So part of what made me know that opening a CrossFit gym was the right move was I would get to do everything. I would get to do the accounting. I would get to run the ads, think about how to grow the gym, even little stuff like picking out the apparel, right? Like I designed our own t-shirts. Let me grab one. Simple, right? But I got to make the design, pick the blank, work with the vendor, run the pre-orders. Simple, mundane stuff really excited me. I just love the idea of doing all those things in an effort to grow the business. So action step number 1, map out what you think your week is going to look like if you pursue your business. I'll pick a random idea, first thing that comes to mind. If you love guitar and you're going to start being a guitar coach, like you're going to give guitar lessons as your business, look at what your week would look like. Do you love working with beginners, right? Like you don't know if you're going to be working with people, like maybe you're a 9 out of 10 guitarist. You're not always going to work with 7 and 8s and help them get to your level. You're probably going to work with people that are just starting out or maybe a year or 2 in. Is that going to be frustrating for you? Is that going to be something you're interested in? Maybe that's something that gives you a ton of joy. Then think about all the things that come with it. How are you going to get customers? How are you going to set up your money model? Are you going to run ads? Are you going to do your social media? If you have a facility, Are you going to be the one that cleans it, sets it up, all this stuff? Actually think about what you're going to do, map it out, write it down, grab a piece of paper, Word document. Also, ask people that are already doing it or search on YouTube. Do your research. The answers are already out there. A lot of times you can go to these people and be like, hey, it wasn't what it was cracked up to be, right? Fun story, I actually was enrolled to be an auto tech mechanic, and I said, hey, I love cool cars, but my job isn't going to be working on cool cars. It's going to be doing the oil changes in minivans, right? So I made a pivot. Your best bet for this is find someone that does it, right? If you're really thinking about making a move and starting your own business, and you can't find one person, you can't take the time to sit down with one person or even do a call with one person to just feel them out, get some advice, and see what their day-to-day is like, maybe even shadow them, then it's probably not for you. So sit down with them, talk to them, whatever you got to do, just feel their day out, write down the plan, and actually picture in your head going through hour by hour, day by day, week by week, what your day will look like, and be honest with yourself. Is that for you? So action step number 2, you've already set out what you plan or to expect for your day-to-day in your new proposed small business. Now I would take a step in the other direction and go, what would a perfect day for you look like? What time would you wake up? What would you do when you woke up? Don't pick like a special week, like that's a vacation. Don't say, hey, I want to wake up and go to Hawaii, unless that's your dream to live there, right? Pick, hey, if I could live this day every day, or 90% of my days like this, what would it look like? So I'll give you a portion of my day. I'll kind of gloss over it. Wake up early. I want to work with my mind, get on my computer, do something creative. That's when I'll maybe do some planning or think of ideas for the gym. Then around 8 or 9, do some sort of actual work, right? That's where I'm going to reach out to people. I want to work. I don't want to feel like I'm planning and I'm thinking. Now I'm just busy, be worker. Midday, ideally get in a workout and get some lunch, and then back to work. I kind of always wanted to work all day, probably like a 12-hour day, like a 6 to 6, and being home not early, but at a reasonable time to spend time with my family, like 7 o'clock. Sit down, have dinner with the family, watch a movie, watch a show, maybe game a little bit before bed, some Warzone. But that would be my ideal day. I didn't want a 9 to 5. I didn't want to wake up, get dressed, go work my 8 hours, come home, do something that doesn't look like my work, and then whatever, move on to the next day. I kind of like this intertwining of my work and my life, my home life, right? Do some creative work at my house where my kids are, then go to the business, work on the business, come back, have lunch with my family, go back to the business, maybe train a personal client. Like, I like that intertwining of I can work at any time. I don't mind when it's Friday night, like it's Saturday morning, last night, Friday night, 10 o'clock, I'm sitting in bed on my laptop, programming the workout for the next day. I like that. I think I'd actually prefer that than just sitting there mindlessly watching a movie, which I do like as well. If you get anything from this video, it's this part. Are you the kind of person that wants to clock into work, do your job, clock out, and then shut off? That could be a great life. You can make a great salary. Maybe you don't love your 8 hours, but then you're free. You get to go pursue whatever you want, whether it's playing video games or maybe a side hustle or something else after, but you get your free time. You earn your free time. Or are you the person that wants to potentially work on and off all day, every day? You have to answer that before you make the next move. So step 3, you've done your research. You have an idea of what to expect from a day-to-day in your proposed small business. Then you've done some dreaming. You plan your perfect day. Now step 3, you compare the two. Now's the time to be super honest, super introspective. Look for the differences in the two plans and decide if this is really for you. The main things I would look for would be visualize the tasks you're doing and see if it gives you excitement. There are certain things that I like doing more than others. For example, I don't get super excited for one-on-one personal training. Even if I love the client, I don't hate it. I just don't love it. Same thing for a small class. I don't love coaching a small class. I like coaching a medium-sized class where it's not too big, where it's chaotic, but it's big enough to have the energy and the feeling of the class. I like to be myself, be a little crazy, and give energy in and get energy out from the class. That you could probably see it lighting me up. In the same respect, I love planning. I love sitting on ChatGPT and being like, hey, these are my goals, these are my ideas, help me refine them, and then getting to work on them. I probably love that more than anything. The tasks around growing the business are what lights me up. And to be honest, makes me think that I will never have a job, because it's almost like owning my business is filling up my cup halfway, right? Even if it was something that I didn't love, like CrossFit and fitness, owning my own business and trying to run the best business I can is half the battle for me. For those of you feeling stuck, hope this helped. I'm going to keep doing videos like this. I'm really enjoying it, and I want to also document going forward. I don't want it to just be looking back. So if that interests you, give a subscribe and check me out going forward.